wondered what you would be 15 years from now? Sa palagay ko ay oo. You have imagined yourself as someone who is successful, fulfilled, and happy. There's nothing wrong about foreseeing ourselves splendidly. As a matter of fact, there's a saying that says, the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Kung magiging optimistic lang tayo always, then eventually, we will become who we want to be. Our past molds our present, and our present shapes our future. Ladies and gentlemen, let me take you to the future. Lend me your ears in just few minutes. We'll take a journey into the future. Sit back, relax, and widen your imagination. To our alluring principal, Reverend Dr. Bobby M. Bremon, our hardworking office personnel, honorable guests, board of directors, teachers, and to my fellow pupils and students, a pleasant evening to everyone. Naririto ako sa inyong harapan to give this class prophecy, something that we thought to happen after several years, 15 years to be exact. Year 2039. Well, fast forward to year 2039. I'm already an accomplished pediatrician as well as with my entire grade 6 batch. Paano ko nalaman? Well, yung GC created by our advisor, Teacher Joros, still works. Lumipas man ng isang dekada, but still the connection we used to have those days is still the same throughout the years. Others venture in different fields such as medicine, business, and law. One day, our class president, Johanna Rubas, who is already an accomplished pediatrician too, plans to hold a class reunion. But before that, let me first share my experience when I flew to Europe for a conference of all medical practitioners in all medical fields. It's not just me who is a children lover in our batch, as with me, Johanna, and Carol Salenga. Sabay kaming nag-graduate ng college on the same course. Well, balik tayo dun sa tour ko abroad. That doctor's conference was held in Brussels, Belgium. Unanticipatedly, they were these familiar faces na bumungat sa paningin ko. They were Yesha Daniegra, a cardiologist of Mindanao's largest heart center, si Micaela Adaho, na aside from a very good position since she started guesting sa ibang TV shows ng bansa at may malawak na social media following, ay isa na rin siyang dermatologist who now works in Paris, France. Leah Hernani, who was also there, who is already then a psychologist na suki ng mga korte along the region kapag pinapa-psychological test ng mga certain suspects that needs a thorough mental test. And of course, ang magandang si Sophia Sanco na isa na ring veterinarian na until now nasa stalking stage pa rin with her long-time love team na si Sean. I wonder, ganun nila pinahaba ang pagliligawan nila. I can't stop myself from hugging them very tightly since it's been years na we haven't met. We had short chit-chats, kumustahan at tawanan. Since iba-iba kami ng hotel, we then part ways. The 2-day conference had finally adjourned and I had to go back to the Philippines right away. Flight 5J996 bound to Manila. Papasok na kami ng aeroplano nang may nasilayan akong mga magagandang babae. My gosh, it was Athena Capili, Isabel Gallo, and Kyrie Acoba, who welcomed us aboard. I never expected that we would meet. These 3 girls became best of friends pagdating ng high school to college, and I never knew that they would take the same career. As stewards of that aircraft, professionally, we must not have a long company. We just smile and hi kasi na gusto namin ito. What made us more marveled is the fact that it was Kurt Taikui Del Rosario who's the head pilot of the said plane. Siyempre, di namin siya nakausap since hindi pa talaga pwede. Habang nasa biyahe, Johanna discussed the reunion plan. Gladly, buhay pa naman ang aming advisor who is already 47 years old kaya he needs to be there. Paglabas ng NAIA, we decided to go to our favorite food hub, a semi-high-class resto na kung saan ang master chef ay si Sean Oblek. Since nakailang beses na rin kaming bumabalik sa kainan na yon, ay hindi na bago na makita namin siya lagi doon. But that time around is different. Sean approached us, accompanied by 2 other guys. Those guys were Axel Torres and Clarence Nosta. They were long-time friends already. Since we informed Sean na dadaan sa resto, he had plotted pala that meet up with Axel and Clarence. At ang mas nakakagulat is Axel is a part owner of that restaurant. He owns chains of restaurants around Metro Manila as one of his huge businesses. Achieving such feat would not be possible now without the legal assistance of his lawyer, Clarence. Ayon, nagkumustahan ulit. Axel, who is a well-known playboy and womanizer, is still single. Habang nagkwentuhan, nagulat na naman kami kasi may nagsitatingan namang dalawang malalaking morenong lalaki. For God's sake, it was Marilyn Ascension and Leon Austria. And why they were there? Again, Sean's clan. What's the connection? Well, Marilyn and Leon are the engineers of Axel's business physical establishments. Mga 2 oras din yung usapan namin na yon. I was just so glad seeing them successful. After that weird encounter, I decided to part ways from Carol and Johanna. It's still 2 in the afternoon. I went to my office in the hospital I'm working on. Typical scenario, patients gushing from time to time. Though I'm still on leave, still my nurse, my personal assistant, came rushing to my room informing me that there's a patient who really needs assistance from a doctor. That nurse is no other than Arian Baliwag. We are working at the same hospital and she's the nurse assigned to me to assist patients. Pinapasok ko yung pasyente at yung guardian nito. Maybe mag-ama sila. After the checkup, there came yung tanungan ng details ng patient and what is so nakakagulat is hindi man lang namukha ni Arian ang kanyang grade 6 serious crush na si Lance the Gohoy. We started that much saying with Lance at medyo napahalaka kami ng slight doon. Anak pala ni Lance ang bata kaya lang hiwalay na sa asawa sa ganun kaaga. Kakauwin lang din kasi nga pala seaman siya. Naikwento na rin sa akin na kasama niya pala sa barko si Reg de Asis. Lance said nagkatuluyan na nga pala talaga sina Reg at Levine. Levine daw is a policewoman assigned to the women's desk ng police station sa Imus. I invited them personally sa reunion na niluluto pa lang since hindi sila ganun ka-apos sa namin. After that, I decided to go home. While driving my car, nagpanggaan sa kabilang lane ng highway. It made the traffic slow heavy. On my tinted window, may kumatok isang highway police asking me if I was okay. The stares we shared with this policeman was somewhat hilarious. Hanggang sa bigla niyang sinabi, "Thea?" Then I answered, "Yes." Naalala mo pa ako yung classmate nitong maliit na madaldal, EJ ko. Ernest, sigaw ko, at nagtawanan na lang kami. Sa isang aksidente pa talaga kami nagkita ulit after how many years. Papasok na ako ng Malagasang Road pauwi ng Green Estate. Nang naisipan kong sumaglit sa isang malaking store ng dried goods. I craved for salty viands, and so I bought plenty of kilos of tuyo at maday. Medyo may kamahalan nga lang kasi nga daw imported pa ang mga products. While pumipila para magbayad, there's this sexy marina woman na nagsasmile sa akin at kumakoy pa. I just smiled too, baka one of the neighbors or an acquaintance. I was so unbelievably amazed nang sinabi niya, si Krisa to, Krisa Moncano. It took minutes after we had a convo. Well, Krisa owns a store. I told her all the encounters I was into that day with our kabatch. And speaking of the batch, sabi niya, we have a classmate who also owns a big store opposite to hers. Even without mentioning further, I already knew who she meant. It's Matthew Casilag who owns the big store. Seeing him strolling around his store is cute. Cute pa rin siya. Matthew's products were more on sweets at panghimagas, at napilitan tuloy akong bumili since he invited me over. To make this short, the day we've all waited has come. The reunion was finally materialized at Axel's restaurant and through Sean's exquisite cooking prowess. We enjoyed the food, the place, and the stories we've shared. I love them all. Andun din pala si Sir Joros. Of course, sinundo siya ni Mara, Lance, Sean at Axel kasi ayaw pumunta kasi matanda na raw siya. But his guidance motivated us to fulfill our dreams. This is our grade 6 batch 2024 class prophecy. Once again, thank you and good evening everyone.